All right. Looks like we are live and we're back with some Cyberpunk RED, our sitcom version that I'm calling Choom. Down several players tonight, but that's okay. That's okay. We got something anyway. So, my players tonight that are here right now, we might have someone arriving in just a little bit. But Jameis, who you got?
Hey, I'm playing Alina Roykin. She's a tick with a little bit of nomad, and everything is fine. No problems at all. If you happen to die when she's around, oh, that's what happens.
So you're not low enough yet that you might considering whether or not pinball tastes like chicken.
I'm sure Sebastian
If
would
he
probably
happens to
find
die,
out if he was interested. Sebastian might do that, yeah.
possibly. Kelly, who you got?
Hello, good evening. I am playing Marius, the friendly neighborhood netrunner, and Yellow Belt, newly promoted Yellow Belt.
Yes, yes, indeed. As soon as your check cleared, that belt was right in your hand.
It only took 2 years, but it was a lot of sweat and dedication and money.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Cut scene to the dojo where they're going through the books for the month. It's like, we need another 100 EB this month. Who can we promote? Marius is up for motion. Yeah, kick him up to yellow belt and charge him the 100.
You got to pay for the die. It's not cheap.
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly.
That's what they told me, anyways.
Yeah, Steven, who you got?
I am playing Pinball, the game obsessed solo. And he is the one that is always asked if he's okay. And Pinball is just fine. What you should really ask is everyone else okay? And the answer is no, for Pinball is here.
That's right. He does tend to cause problems when he's around for everyone else except for pinball, because life is
I
but a
mean,
game to pinball.
Pinball argues that he does not bring problems; he brings solutions.
Okay.
Solutions in the form of bullets.
So, speaking of solutions in the form of bullets, you guys have been. We're going to do the 2 week downtime. We'll worry about what happened during that when all of our players here, because some of you had things that you would like the other players to do. So we will worry about that another time. But 2 weeks have passed since the last night market, and you've got another 2 weeks before the next night market. So it's that in between spot where funds are usually a little tight, but you've been doing things lately that have made funds a little bit more possible. But still, middle of the month is when you start really tightening your belts and looking forward to the next
Yeah.
night market.
Relatively speaking, I'm actually rather flush. Relatively
Yeah.
speaking to our normal low
Relative.
stage of no money. Yeah.
But today, just as you're going over your finances to see how far you've got to make things stretch until your next payday from the night markets, I'm going to say pinball. Pinball, you get a call, an actual call on your agent instead of just a text. And it's Ollivander, but he's not wearing his normal flamboyant self as he gets his hair spiked and colored whenever he's doing the night markets. You know, he's putting on a character. Instead, you've got Ollivander, the businessman, which is his real job. He's a trader. He's a day trader. Works for a couple of investment firms during the day. And he's calling you, and he's not unabashedly showing you the background environment, which is odd for Ollivander. He's usually very secretive about his real life. But he's into three-piece. He's got a nice tie on, which is he's loosening as he's calling you. He's sweating bullets, and his hair is actually combed down from the mohawk, so it just looks like he's got like shaved sides and, you know, not all dramatic. You've never seen this side of Ollivander before. He's like, pinball? Are you there, pinball?
You got Pinball. What's the bounce?
I've got a problem, pinball. Kind of a personal nature. You guys have been pretty good at solving problems lately, and well, you're the first person I thought of. Are you okay today, pinball?
Did you finally decide to shoot your wife?
back burner that one. Not the topic for today, Pinball. It's my daughter, my very precious daughter that we need to talk about. And
The one I
if
rescued
you can,
last time. Yes. Continue.
right. So if you can meet me, say next hour over at the Forlorn Hope, you know where that bar is. It's a little bit uptown from you, I know, but you should be able to get there in an hour. Bring whoever else is over at the cubicles down.
I will find my way. Pinball out.
I'll make it worth your time. And then clicks off.
Well, that goes without saying. Of course, you will make it worth my time. So, Pinball kips up from where he was laying down in a VR, vestibule for sniping, snipe fire, the live action where he probably controls like some VR drone in some kind of VR game where he is shooting other VR drones while trying to not get sniped in turn. But he gets up and he immediately starts doing a group call to the only two people he basically everybody, but he's pretty sure only two people are going to pick up right now. That's Elena and Marius.
So Marius, you just finished over at the dojo. They've started doing afternoon training, just for a very modest upgrade in your monthly fees. Surprisingly, it's a really good class for you because it seems like you're the only person that can make the afternoon sessions.
And that's
so
why
you get all that extra time with the instructors. I mean, today they've got a green belt teaching you. He's maybe 14. But yeah, he's actually really good. Doug taught you a lot today about grapples and throws. You spent a lot of today's class flat on your back looking up at the ceilings, but it's been a really instructive day. You've just finished up in the showers. They still haven't got that hot water thing down, so it's always cold showers in the dojo. They keep meaning to get around to fixing that. It just hasn't
makes a man out of you.
Yeah, so you're picking up your agent when you get a message in.
Oh, hot water is charged by the minute.
And since this is a group call, Elena, you are working on this was a firebomb car that some of your contacts had found just on the side of the road, and you're actually out there right now before it's claimed by anyone, stripping of it anything of useful. And you've just finished pulling out the last part you think you can use or resell, and you're throwing it in your bag as you get the group call. So, Pinball, you're live.
Oh dear! It is only Elena and Marius. Fantastic. Quick check, Marius. Is Nancy anywhere that you can see?
I look around. I just getting out of the shower. I've got my towel still on my waist. Do I see Nancy anywhere?
So Nancy actually taught you a very valuable trick, as you do as she instructs, and you look up as well. You never used to look up. But no Nancy.
No Nancy. No, I don't see her up in the rafters.
Well, that means nothing because you are not very observant and she is very sneaky.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Ask.
Yeah.
Well, it depends to see if she wanted to be seen. Anyway, Elena, you have your truck, yes? The van?
Yeah, I can get it. Yeah. I just need to get rid of this. Just need to get rid of this finger off this thing, and then I'll be fine.
We have a meet at the Forlorn Hope with Ozymandias. He has work for us.
Who?
Ollivander. Remember,
Ozymandias is what I call him when he's not in his work clothes.
Okay. Is he just 2 stuff of feet? Is it just 2 feet? Is that all he is?
I would like to see that statue. It would have him in his complete splendor saying, "Look upon my mighty wardrobe in despair, y'all."
So yes, Ollivander in his public persona of a day-to-day cog in the wheel And, Pinball continues with his malpropisms. Anyway, we have 1 hour, now 55 minutes to get there. Can you pick us up en route, Elena?
Yeah, I'll have to take the motorbike back to the shop and then get the truck.
Marius, you're there at your dojo. I will pick you up momentarily and we will rendezvous with Elena.
Yeah.
We must get to the bar.
I'll just get my hair done. Just give me a few minutes.
Pinball just makes some expletives that are equivalent of Mother of God. And I'll see you in 2.
All right,
and
I'll be out front.
Hangs up.
Okay.
All right.
And,
you guys...
5 minutes later when he's done with his hair.
Yeah, I had to look pretty. Nancy could come by any moment now. I'm trying to impress her.
Always a possibility.
It's always possible that she is impressed. I mean, you could hold up a basic human conversation and she will be very impressed that she hasn't killed you yet.
I need to think about that one. Nancy always said you got to look your best no matter what you're doing. So, she's full of life's little lessons.
Is that a thing she says?
She says a lot of things. That's just one of the few things that I remember.
I'm pretty sure she thinks being covered in blood is looking her best. She likes knives.
Well, I pick and choose which parts of her lessons I like to abide by.
Well, hopefully you did not remember any of the dentistry.
Oh, but I brought the book.
Oh, not the book.
It's Dummy's Guide to Dentistry. Yeah. Dummy's Guide to Home Dentistry.
I'm on the bicuspid section now.
Yes. So you guys meet up outside of the Forlorn Hope. The Forlorn Hope is it's a quieter bar, more of a downplayed atmosphere than Club Afterlife, which is like the really happening club in the area.
Only depressed people
it's
go
outside.
To the Forlorn?
Well, the Forlorn Hope is an interesting club. You probably all know it by reputation. It is people that fix other people's problems for a living often go or can be found at the Forlorn Hope. It has kind of a cult history behind it because of this. If we were playing Shadowrun, it would be a runner's bar, but that's not really a thing in Cyberpunk. But you go in, and again, it's very downplayed. The lights are very dim. There's a lot of booths in shadow, perfect for doing shadowy business.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Mr. Johnson. There are, however, a lot of... this is kind of like in the more built-up city, or part of Night City here. And this is kind of like in the downtown business district. So there are a lot of drone workers here just having an afternoon beer just before going into work, or maybe even knocking off for the day if they were earlier on. Ollivander is sitting at the bar, kind of watching the Tridio displays. Got some bar nuts he's tossing in as he's drinking a big frosty one. Looks like he's already had 2 or 3. Is there 3 empty mugs in front of him? He's still sweating a little bit. You notice, Pinball? When he sees you all come in, he takes his beer and he looks at the bartender, points at a corner. As you guys walk in, the bartender said, "Well, what'd you like? Ollivander splurging today. I'm supposed to set you up with some suds or otherwise."
Whatever smash you have on tap.
Smash?
Yeah, isn't that the Cyberpunk beer equivalent? Or was that also...
Son, do you know where you are? In my bar, this is all micro brews. I make this stuff in the basement. Best beer you've probably had in your mouth. You still drinking smash. Go sit down. I'll give you something hot.
I maintain eye contact with him.
He's very gruff. He's a large man, very large forearms and shoulders, pot belly. He's wearing a very colorful, like, chef's apron. It almost like a Hawaiian shirt that's been turned into a chef's apron. He's got a smile on his face, even though his demeanor is a little gruff. So you go sit down. I'll give you something.
If it
nice
has
and
the little umbrella in it, I will forgive all transgressions.
right, Elena. You've probably come in here before because you work with shady people with car parts all the time. Your usual.
Yep.
Who's the new fella?
Sebastian.
Oh, that's still Sebastian. He kind of
the rat. Yeah.
He's not sure for a minute. It's like, how long do rats live? That's the same rat. You sure? All right. Who's your friend?
Don't have any, but got these two with me. This is Marius and Pinball.
Oh, hello. I reach out and I shake his hand.
Elena, you are wounding me. Please do not do the wounding in public.
He wipes it off on his apron, shakes your hand disappears in his enormous mitt. What you like? We got all kinds of good beers on tap, but if you'd rather have a glass of wine, we got some wine too.
Oh, yeah, whatever's on tap.
All right.
Something cold.
Ollivander's impatiently waiting at the table. He's looking down at his agent, looking over to you guys. He's like, come on.
I've already sat down.
I'll buy a round for everyone.
Ollivander's doing the
no.
buying.
This is on me. This is on me. Look, I've got a problem. I've got a big problem, guys. And you're so useful at the night market that, well, you were the first people on my speed dial. I'll be honest with you. When I thought about this, look, you met my daughter Elena in that last. This is true. This is true. Look, you all met my daughter Elena in that last little shindig you found by my house at. You remember Elena?
Your daughter's the same name as me.
Well, yeah. You don't think I just hired you for your pretty face, did you?
No, I think her name is Elena, and you're Elena.
I don't recall them hearing the same name last time we met.
I don't think we really caught her name before.
Didn't catch her name.
Okay.
Hey, look. I mean, she uses different handles these days. That's what the younger folks are calling it, right? Handles. She goes by Aisha on the face tube thing, and anyway, look, I came home today, and my nut market business and my day business, they're two entirely different things. And this is the agent I use when I'm working at the office. I got this message, and he actually flicked something on the table, and there's this kind of whirring sound, and just like all of the background sound in the room just becomes very muffled. He says, look, turns on his agent, and he plays, I got this message maybe an hour and a half ago. There's somebody panting on the line, and then you hear, Daddy, please, let this be you. It's me. I really need you. I really, really need you. I've been kidnapped, and I don't know where I am. They just scooped me up and put me a bag over my head, and I was in the restaurant. I don't know what they want. I'm locked down. I'm locked in a room. Look, they didn't notice my agent had that new voice connection thing, that chip I got from, that surgery you didn't like so much. Look, Dad, I'm in a real bad bind. You got to help me. You got to. And then you hear like a gruff voice in the background saying, hey, quiet in there. And then the recording stops.
I see the issue. Elena, did you want to do negotiations for any sort of money?
Hey, look, this is really important to me, guys. All of your agents ping between the three of you. There's 1,000 EB just shows up in your account. Look, there's another 1,000 more ahead. Just get my daughter back.
Seems sensible enough. Okay. Information we have not so much. Can you tell us what restaurant? Hey, stop. Calm down. Breathe, Ollivander. Breathe. Do you know what restaurant she was at?
No. I started poking around. Look, I didn't know where she was. She's going to the university. She got her own life and everything. But look here. And he pulls up on his, actually, he pushes it over to your agent. It's Elena. It's Elena's FaceTube page. Basically, it's an online kind of like diary book that she shares with friends. And apparently, she did a check-in at a very exclusive, very expensive bar called La Lune Bleue. It's up the Upper Marina. She look, I don't know what she's doing on that. I mean, that's a 500 EB a plate place. I don't know how she got in there, who she was with, but like that's the last place she checked in on. That was roughly 2 hours ago. That's all I got.
That's all you got? Then we will take it from here, I suppose.
We'll need a copy of that recording.
Yeah. He shoots it off to you.
We're going to operate under the assumption that this was not a random grab. It could have been your daughter, pretty enough girl, but we're going to assume.
Well, I ain't got no demands coming through. Nobody's been asking for anything. Nobody's asking for money. I don't know what's going on.
If such do come through, please forward that information to us as well.
Okay. Look, I gotta get back to work. You know, my day job. I gotta
does
go
not
make
give
some
time
money
off for family emergencies such as kidnapping. I know it.
Are
you
you
need
kidding?
a better contract.
They don't even know I got a family.
Nor should they. Health insurance these days does not cover.
Oh, by the way, can I use your aliases on the tab for this? I mean, it's business expense. I'm here talking business.
Well, that's why we have aliases, is it not?
Exactly.
All right.
Look, keep me informed. Just send messages to my agent. I'll be at work for the next 4 or 5 hours. You can reach me at home afterwards.
Elena, Marius, you need any pertinent information at this juncture?
Well, just do you have her location? Like, don't you have a GPS tracker on her?
No, he would not be. He would be giving us that if he did. That is a much easier problem to solve. That's
that would involve.
Look, I tag my pets. I don't tag my daughter.
Well, that would have saved us a lot of trouble.
We'll need her agent details, so if we get close, we can ping it and find it.
Well, I got her number, but that's all I got. You know, privacy and all. I mean, you know. She's going to school. She's expressing her independence and all. I didn't want to intrude and keep taps on her or install certain software onto her phones. She found that. She got a new phone last week. Yeah.
It's more so if we get in the right area where she is, we can locate the agent on the local.
Yep. But if you have no other questions,
there's no national. But we got GPS. What kind of hacker are you that you don't know this?
He's not a hacker. He's a trigger man.
So, yes, let us be off. Alavenda, thank you for the drinks. I take the little umbrella out of mine as it is just now brought over. Our meeting is that short.
It's really neat. The umbrella actually folds and unfolds.
Yeah.
But he just kind of shoved a pearl onion and olive on the end and then put it into the beer that he brought for you.
I take a quick half chug of it, the beer. Better than
good.
Smash.
Definitely not Smash. Definitely not Smash.
Then I smash the cup. No, I set it back up lightly. No time to finish. All right, let us go. Elena, we need to get to La Lune Bleue. And as we go, Marius, can you dig up what information you can on her FaceTube page? Scrounge for, scrape whatever information you can find there. Sure. Maybe it's something recent in her history that she has, wisely shared with the world. That is the direct cause for why we are being hired.
I want to pull apart the sound recording of the Mississippi scene to get a picture of the background noise. So I get a profile of what's in the area.
Okay, give me an electronics check for that to be able to isolate the background.
Don't know if I can do that. 16. Wow.
You can definitely do that.
I think you can do it. I believe in you.
Background sounds like some kind of industrial center. Lots of machines around. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
This time of night? Oh, no, it's during the day. Oh,
No,
information
this
for
is
you.
daytime. This is lunch.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
lunchtime.
What? There's people using machines at lunch and they're not on lunch break? Must be being paid the big EBs, like one.
Yep.
Anyway,
Unfortunately, it's loud enough. Wherever she's being kept is loud enough that you can't make out any like street sounds or any kind of repetitive sound other than just the machines in the background.
oh, it's a start. I know machines. I can maybe drive them when we get there.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, here
Anything
we
else
are.
you want to do?
Balloon bleu.
The legwork phase.
Well, while we're driving over, hopefully Marius is scraping her FaceTube page for maybe clues.
Yeah. Give me a. This is going to be odd, but what you're doing is you're looking through conversations, looking for like interesting bits and pieces here and there. So this is actually a conversation check. And nothing to do with software.
Okay. Be prepared to be wowed by my 9.
It's actually that's fine. With a 9. So you kind of she does put some posts in code, like, and you kind of figure this out after reading it through several times. So this outing at this very exclusive French restaurant in the Upper Marina actually seems to be a trip with a boyfriend that the dad doesn't know about. Somebody she met at university. This is like their first official outing, and my goodness, you do. Laloon is hyperlinked. You follow it through. Very upscale French restaurant. No kidding. Like you're looking through the menu. The cheapest thing on the menu is 500 EB.
Okay. Does it look good at least?
Oh yeah, they've got like these pictures that just jump out of the screen. Like they've even got like they probably got the smell-o-vision attachment, so you could smell the pork and the beef sizzling.
I'm salivating already. As
Yeah.
I'm describing all these food dishes to everyone else. And
So she's being very careful on her social diary about who the person is. I mean, you're just able to pick up bits and pieces. Somebody she met at university. It seems like if you had to guess, the person is either someone whose parents are government or diplomats, potentially, because she often says things like she loves his accent. Doesn't say what the accent is.
Is it obvious that this is a fellow student or is this a lecturer?
It's not obvious. Just someone she met at the university. Doesn't say it's a
Keep an eye
classmate.
on that.
Actually, doesn't say him either.
Okay. Keep an eye out. We've got a robot. Got someone who had sex with robots.
I mean, pronouns being what they are these days.
Yeah. Met them in a lounge, first outing with them, that sort of thing.
I mean, them is their
your
pronouns,
agents
so
light up.
And it's Siren. Better be Siren.
Gold Siren's wondering, where you at?
We're just about
on
to
a
have
job.
supper. Yeah, just about to sit down for some supper. You're paying.
No, we're not. Don't lie. You're bad at it.
I am. I'm sorry.
Siren is apparently in traffic as her agent's camera is bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
And framed by sunlight. Perfect.
I'm statuesque.
All right, Michael. So you got back from whatever outing you were at. You got back to the Coffin Motel and nobody's there. You did notice that Pinball tried to make a joint call, conference call that included you, but of course you were handling business at the time, so you weren't able to pick it up. So you're just now getting back to Pinball. That was maybe an hour ago.
All right, what I missed, Pinball?
Business. Why else would I call everybody at the same time?
What sort of business did I miss, Pinball?
You missed the initial negotiations for hostage rescue.
Hostage rescue.
Yep. Olavender's daughter has been abducted. We are going to the restaurant La Lune Bleu to scope out the scene of the abduction. Hopefully there's some security camera there that we can see. Are you in that area by any miraculous chance?
Just so happens that I'll catch a cab. I'll be there in a little bit.
Very good. Maybe some of your fans can help us. Eyewitnesses on the street. Johnny on the spot. Pinball out.
All right. It's on the other side of the city. It takes a little bit to get there, but not too bad. They've really cleaned up the road systems, especially the major roads.
What
going
about
through
the
here.
blown up bridge?
That has been repaired in the last 2 weeks.
And that was down the
Fantastic.
south anyway. It was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when one bridge is out, all the other bridges have to take detour traffic.
No, they got. That's one of the nice things about having an army construction crew nearby. Very quick fixes.
Oh, we know how to fix a blown up bridge. That's our job description. Good practice.
Blow it up, and they get people to pay us to put it back.
All right. So you drive to Laloon, according to their city page, their CityNet page. They've got they do have lunch going on right now. I do not say lunch specials because if you have to pay a reduced price, maybe you should eat somewhere else.
If you have to ask for something, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Elena, you pull up in front of La Lune Bleu. It is a French restaurant, according to their CityNet page.
All right. Well, off you go.
Should we wait for Siren? Because there are various texts that we could take. See, option number one, the one I am in favor of. I walk in the front door.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to go prepare something, and I'll get out of the van and leave.
Okay. Elena pops out, goes somewhere.
Yep. I don't tell them about it because I've got my own plan.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
for you, Bert, I'll need to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around the back of the restaurant and get Sebastian to poke around the door and take video of the rat bar.
Absolutely, yes, that is the thing.
All right.
The
You
later
can't
you
get around
finish.
the establishment. There is a wall and a gate that surrounds the back. That looks like there is a access door for them to get like the trash out to the corner, that sort of thing. But you cannot get to the back of the building. It's all fenced in. Now you can climb a
Access door.
fence. There is an access door.
What sort of lockers on the access door?
Okay. Have you gone, or have you just sent Sebastian in to look around?
Oh, I'm there looking at the back of the building because I'm going to take footage of
Okay.
them.
It doesn't look like it's much. I mean, it's certainly it's electronic lock system. Looks like it's probably off the shelf. Good enough to keep anyone from stealing their garbage. You guess it's probably exactly why it was put in.
Mhm.
But you do notice that there are cameras back there.
Ah.
We
Well,
need
in
the
that
cameras
case, I'm
from.
gonna I can, but for the moment it doesn't. I mean, just having Sebastian around the back door of that access gate should be enough. I mean, Sebastian can get under the door, I suspect. Look at the door. Can Sebastian get under it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Or
so
you
I'm
can
gonna
just
take- I
lift
guess-
him up to the top and put him over the fence. Either one.
Yeah, so I'll get best Sebastian to go. But no, I want video of Sebastian going into it. So you go,
Yeah.
oh, you got rats in your restaurant.
So Sebastian's got like a little micro video camera sort of thing.
No, it's just a normal rat. I'm going to get video
Okay.
of Sebastian going the door into the
Oh,
restaurant.
you're
back
getting
garden.
video of Sebastian going
Yeah.
to the, okay. All right. Good
Yeah,
enough.
because that way we can go, ooh, there's rats here. I don't want that getting out. No.
Okay. A cab pulls up and Gold Siren gets out. what are you wearing? Depending on what Gold Siren was doing during the 2-week downtime and you were away for a little bit, how are you dressed?
Probably my full business attire, which is my black trench coat and golden scale top.
Okay. Okay, good enough.
Any rest of the team gone in yet?
No, yeah, they're just, you see the van parked there. Laszlo's not here, and you don't see Elena, but Marius and Pinball are just kind of waiting and discussing things. You guys have just started talking. Elena just left as Gold Siren pulls up.
So, Marius, as I was saying, option 1. I walk in the front door and Sparta kick anyone who is saying I am underdressed, and then I proceed to the security office where I get security film of cameras. That is option 1. I do not recommend it. I am underdressed, and I do not want to have to Sparta kick too many people. They are very finicky with their dress codes in this part of town. Option 2, you do the thing that you are supposed to be good at, the hacking. I know this would be an expansion on your skills and a daring, a Mount Everest feat of achievement for you to hack into their security network to download, security footage. But that's option 2. And option 3 would be if Siren were here, that she could go in and maybe do some talking. What do you think? Option 1, 2, or 3?
Yes, all of them.
Oh, all of
Both
them.
of them
Okay,
does give me
okay.
Sparta kicked when I tell you are underdressed.
That would be
Well,
option 3, because if I was already undergoing option number 1, I would now be Sparta kicking you for telling me I'm underdressed and proceeding past you. Luckily, we have not initiated option number 1 yet, so you're
You
out
get
on
a
a
video
technicality.
file from Elena saying, "Oh no, there might be a rat going into the restaurant," and it's labeled option B.
Option 1B.
Well, if we all go in and you cause the distraction and Siren gets seated, then I can maybe sneak in and Siren can watch my back and keep any security guards out of the office while I'm going in there.
Yep. Marius, you just did a quick scan. There's no outside signal.
Okay.
Likely to get into their system, you're going to have to get to a node and jack in. You're going to have to find someplace where you can do that.
There's a skill I can roll to see the nodes, right?
Yeah, but right now there's nothing broadcast. So like you, there's
I can't
okay.
even
So
tell
think about it:
inside.
Wi-Fi versus an Ethernet jack. You're gonna have to find an Ethernet.
Oh, I have
jack.
to physically see. Okay, all right.
I would like to make a wardrobe and style check to see how well I am dressed.
Nope. What have you spent money on?
Well, I am very cool with my athleisure wear, and
that's what you're wearing.
yes, but how good does it look?
It looks like you want to do military ops
Yeah.
in a yoga studio, maybe. Marius, I might be able to do something with so that he passes for acceptable.
I already did my
Maybe.
hair when I left the dojo, so I look
what
fabulous.
kind of clothing have you bought, Marius?
I just wearing my dojo T-shirt and some athletic shorts.
Yeah, you're wearing streetwear. Yep.
Yeah,
You're wearing
yeah.
streetwear.
And I've got my sweaty gi in my shoulder bag right here. So could we work something out with that? Do you think? Should I put on my belt? I could wear my belt. I could go in.
No, dear.
I can think of at least 3 approaches which would work at this point.
Do any of them involve my karate belt?
None of them.
Could be.
I'll just put it back in the bag and zip it closed.
Wow, that is very embarrassing for us. So,
Yep. So,
Sorry.
Pinball, your initial observations, though, is not incorrect. As you're watching a few people come in to get their lunch, yeah, your whole crew, including Gold Siren, is underdressed for this place. But Gold Siren's got popularity, which might work in her favor.
Freaking dare you.
Yeah.
We can try that. Maybe you can even pass us as your bodyguard, as that is not untrue.
All right, one second. I got 50 EVs for you. Bodyguard and computer guy.
Tech support, yes.
Yeah, tech support. Yeah.
Is that the attack you want to try then, Gold Siren? You want to go up?
Yeah, let's do this. It'll be fun.
Okay. There's no one at the door to keep undesirables out, but you do notice that there are video cameras, and they've got kind of this atrium set up where you walk in through the front doors, and you've got kind of this waiting area and another set of doors. That's where the heavies are. There's two actually incredibly fine tailored suits, men with very styled, newest style and fashion in the way of glasses and hair, very well kept. And they're opening doors and smiling at the crowd that's coming in that are dressed correctly. Gold Siren, you come in with your entourage. They both pause for a moment. And again, the expression of the face is not very welcoming. It's just very neutral as they scan you up and down.
I ready my Spartacus.
This is where you find out if they are fans or not.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll charismatic impact, and we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with some luck.
I go through yet.
Oof.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, they don't know you. They're like, do you have reservations?
That is not how I
kind
go up.
Sorry, go ahead, Michael.
So this is a restaurant, not a club, correct?
Correct. This is a very upscale restaurant. The gang may have clued you in or shown you the menu before you approached. The cheapest thing on the menu is 500 EB. Yeah.
I don't suppose at the start of session we were supposed to re-up our living expenses, Lori.
No, but you did get a grand.
Oh, cool.
Ollivander fronted everybody a grand. Oh, pinball's on twice.
I'm here to talk to your manager of ambiance, regarding providing appropriate background music.
Well, one of the guards kind of goes over. You didn't even really notice it because the wood paneling in here, but there's actually like a side door, and one of the guards just kind of opens it. He says, "You'll want the help entrance."
Nod. Grit my teeth a little, but nod.
It's still a win. We're not dead.
Yep,
right.
he just holds the door
We got
open
it.
for you.
All right.
Okay, so it's you, it's Marius and Pinball, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, so Elena, you didn't come in with them? Just want to make sure of who I've got where.
Yeah, no, I'm not there.
I'll send Elena like a quick message what we're doing.
Sure. So you guys are taken through the kitchen and preparation area. I mean, like it's basically a hallway, and then like the kitchen preparation area is kind of open to the left. Through the right is the custodial services, where all the dishes and everything are being washed. And then at the end is just kind of you would figure it's the crew or the employee lounge or break room. And whoever's last in line, we'll say it's Kelly. It's Marius. Sorry. And you're told, look, hey, just go to the end of the hallway. We'll send Maurice to talk to you after a few minutes. You're not on the schedule. He can probably make a few minutes for you.
Sure. Thank you. And I'll take out like a 5 Eddie bill and stick in his pocket and be like, "That's that. Thank you." Yeah, because that's what I think we do here.
He looks at it. It's like, I make this in a minute here, right?
Well, just it's a.
He wipes his nose with it. He puts it back in your pocket.
Well, okay, I guess. All right, so you high class people do things differently, don't you? Not logically, just differently. All right,
Yeah, as
so
you're doing that, another couple comes in, and then again the bodyguards are all smiles, and they open the door to let those people in. Okay, so as you're passing through the kitchen, Marius, I'm going to assume that you've got some software in the background running to find nodes. We'll say there is one in the prep area. You find there is a node to a system in there.
Okay. I'm gonna go back there. If anyone asks, I'm looking for the bathroom.
Okay, so you just wander into the prep station area.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in, and immediately somebody in a very, very starched white apron and a very heavily starched white cap comes in and starts speaking just very staccato, angry sounding French, which I don't think you speak. And this young man who's sitting here very carefully cutting an onion into paper thin strips translates for you. Says, "Oh, look, hey, look, the boss says you can't be in the kitchen without you got to get a hairnet on. You got to get your clothes on. First day, man, I know how it is. Right, go through those doors. You'll find an outfit on the shelves. Just find something that fits you. Oh man, you really should. Oh yeah, just get off the floor. Come back when you're properly dressed."
I'm just gonna accept my really good luck, go back and put on the outfit and the hat and the hairnet and so forth, and grab my tools, my new hacking tools, and go back to that spot. I'll grab like a cutting board and some potatoes and a knife and make it look like I'm gonna work.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, someone just puts down a whole colander of potatoes in front of you just without saying a word and walks away.
Ooh, French fries. Okay. Yeah, so I'll jack in. Let's see what we can.
Okay, we'll get back to you in just a second. Pinball and Gold Siren. You get to the end. So again, it's some kind of break room. There are a set of lockers here. It's actually pretty cozy. There are several machines that you can get various, calf and sodas and such, that sort of thing. There's a couple of employees that are just like exhaustedly just sleeping on these little bench seats between their shifts, perhaps. No one's paying you any attention as you come in and just kind of take a seat and wait. After a few minutes, a man comes in who's going through his assistant, talking very rapid fire French. Puts it back in his suit and comes in and says, "Yes, I am Maurice, who here is looking for entertainment. Quickly, I have business."
Gold Siren, independent.
Go ahead and roll your fame with this guy.
Okay, open the page again. Come on.
There goes Pinball.
Hey,
That's better.
I think that worked.
Wait. Screaming Symphony. That was you, right?
Yeah.
Yes. My daughter, she plays it all the time. I can't stand it myself, but I know you. You've been played. Yes.
Any
What can
time.
Maurice do for you?
So I have been doing research into musical ambiance to increase one's appetite and spending budget. There's some papers I can link you on.
Oh yes, we have a specialist. We have the finest music ported in from the some company that does the subliminals. Yes, yes. And they assure us that this mix of neoclassical fusion whets the appetite, and people tend to spend more. It's been working quite well for us.
Yeah, so what I want to talk to you about is that a lot of those overseas companies reporting this music in, they're not giving you the best available. They're giving you their baseline, and then when it starts to wear off, because people get used to it, they'll step it up and make you pay more, and then so on and so on. So I wanted to get in and help you out so that you wouldn't be attached to them, chained to them.
Okay. Let me
That's
ask you,
quite
Mikey. What are
believable.
your stakes here? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just occupy this guy? Or like you notice Marius duck away. I'm not sure what Pinball's doing. Are you actually trying to sell him on a service?
I'm mostly trying to occupy time so that there's an excuse for my people to be here.
Okay, very good.
Pinball
Okay,
is
no,
definitely
no.
professional.
Give me a conversation check then.
Okay.
The better you do, the longer you'll keep him occupied.
I'm gonna throw one
The
luck
Gold
into
Siren
this
was
one.
religious. Okay.
That's
Yeah, 13's okay. I mean, he
That's
is interested
from
enough to hear you
No,
out.
no.
That's your
That's
old.
not the
Okay,
roll.
yeah.
That was the fan.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm spending
gotcha.
one luck. I should
Good
mark
one.
that down on my whiteboard. This thing will go. 3, 2,
12. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I
13
mean, it's not
adjusted.
bad. He is interested, and you apparently do know something about the topic of subliminal advertising within music. Go figure. You would know something about that.
Yeah.
So you keep him talking for a little bit. Pinball. If you dropped out and missed it, you are basically in the employee break room. Gold
Got that
Siren
wrong.
has talking to Maurice, who seems to be the at least the maitre d', or at least perhaps somebody in the business who is in charge of things here. She is keeping him occupied. Marius kind of gave you the signal that he found a way in, and he has. I keep forgetting, is Marius male or female or unknown?
Yeah, male more than anything.
Okay, so yeah, Marius has gone to the side somewhere, telling you that he's found a node to get into. So what's Pinball doing?
Looking very professional in his job. That is what he is doing. He is
okay, so you are playing the part of bodyguard to Gold
Yep.
Siren. All right, good enough. All right, so Marius, I need you to make me a roll to find out, not getting in, but basically making it look like you should be there.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a second. Let me find this real quick.
I'm gonna look around and be like, I'm just gonna choose a playlist. If it looks like I'm not working, I am. I'm just getting mentally prepared.
Okay. Do you have the stealth skill?
I have a stealth skill.
Yeah, roll that.
I just have to find it.
Wouldn't be acting.
Nope.
I'm going to spend 4 luck on this.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do this?
I just know luck as an external thing to the roll, and don't worry about trying to incorporate it into the damn roll.
Okay,
Never
so,
worked how to do that.
So 21.
That
Nice.
plus 4.
You fade into the area. You look the part. Occasionally, you're cutting a potato as your software was going through. No one thinks otherwise. Yeah, so part of stealth is fading into the background, and that's what he's trying to do. So he's not actually interacting with anyone or talking to anyone. He just wants to look innocuous. So that succeeds. So you are in. Okay, you actually don't need to make any rolls. They have absolutely no protection because they're not networked anywhere. Like, you have to physically be in the building, and you've got to be right next to this thing to pick up any signal. It's wide open. It's just a matter of going through things. It takes a little bit of time. What are you looking for specifically?
There's a lot of potatoes here. So time I've got. I am looking for. So we know roughly when she was here.
Yeah,
so
around the time.
Yeah, so I'm looking for any video files for security cameras of that time frame, and all the
Sure.
security files. If there's any like registries of guests that came in, maybe even what was ordered.
Nice. Okay, so you got to figure out what table she was at to find out anything else. But yes,
Right.
they do keep logs of who was there, what table they were assigned,
Okay.
how they paid, what they
Ooh,
ate.
ooh.
All of that is there.
Yeah, I'll take
So
all
you
the
start
credit card
digging around.
numbers too. All the credit card numbers. I'm sure if they're just going to leave
Actually,
it open.
they don't. Their local network doesn't keep track of any of that. No, they don't keep.
Damn. I thought I'd made retirement early,
No.
but
So
all right.
local agent instance 35 gives us 100 EBs. Well, 1,000 EBs.
You find
for the
the time that she was in there. You vaguely remember what she looks like, having met her in passing once before. Of course, you've got her what did I call it? FaceTube, her FaceTube
Yeah.
page. So it's got pictures of her all over the place. So you find, you go through and you find one image of her sitting down at table 9. And here's the funny thing about it. It's a single frame. And if you would have just missed it, but you were looking specifically, you probably had your programs running to find a match for the pictures. It's a single frame. The rest of the time on the video, the camera has no angle on her at the table at all.
Okay.
Does show who she's with.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me a roll on your roll ability.
Yeah, the one I always whiff. What is this for? This is to capture it?
Nope. This is for something else.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's been doctored or not, I suspect.
Okay, I'm just...
We'll find out.
And or to zoom, enhance, reverse, uncrop.
I'm just going to save my luck. And no, I'm spending 4 luck. 4 luck on it.
Well, you got tons of luck.
I get 8 luck, but I'm out now.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll bonus for... Sorry, it's just...
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, the video has been manipulated, you would say, by someone who was very good at video and audio manipulation. They made the one mistake. One single frame was left in.
How long ago was this? Like, how much time since she was there and we were there? Is this the same day?
Roughly 3 hours. Roughly
Holy
3 hours ago.
Shit.
Oh, we're on the bill.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were very impressed at the person's skill because they had to scrub her from every frame of the video without making it look too suspicious. Like, there's no pixeling, there's no artifacting. They found a way to literally scrub her existence from the video.
Cool. I need to learn this technique. I must seek these people out when we're done.
Yep.
All right.
You are able to pick up information on her. So yeah, it's certainly older than her. You're thinking probably a good 10 years older. The person is not old enough to be a professor at the college, but might be like a teaching assistant or maybe a very young professor, possibly. You can run his image through databases and you come up with his name is Kodai Khan, Kodai Khan, Khan, and immediately it comes up. His father owns the media firm Ziggurat Entertainment.
Okay. At this time I'm gonna send this like a screenshot and whatever to everyone else's agent. So that if I get caught or something, at least everyone else knows. Or I get zapped.
Yep. So you rolled really well on your stealth there, so you're blending in fine. Every once in a while you cut a potato to make it look like you're working. You go back as your agents are running. So you play, she was only in there for, well, Khan is the only person you can see. And it looks like he's having like a conversation with someone, but you never see the camera angles, just so you never see the person in the other seat.
Okay.
But at one point, he gets up It says something about using the men's room. You don't know what happened to the other person because there's no camera angle on it. But he left his agent on the table, and you see like a waiter or a busboy come up, kind of take away some of the plates, put out some appetizers, and then kind of lays the cloth over his agent and just kind of pushes the agent into a sleeve, steals his agent, walks away.
Did I see who did that? Which busboy that was?
You didn't. Yeah, all you saw were hands, slender, long. You couldn't quite make out. Like
Nancy!
No nail polish, is very clean.
Nancy's working
So anyway,
undercover.
a very good palm, and then down like a shirt sleeve. Very quick, very practiced. I mean, very good technique. Walks off. Khan comes back. It takes him several minutes to notice that his assistant is missing. And then when he notices that it's missing, he just loses it and he runs out of the establishment.
That was rude.
Yep. And then again, you never see her in any other except for one single frame that was missed.
Okay. All right, I'll take a screen capture of the waitress, was it, or waiter? The
You're not sure.
Oh,
long,
okay.
slender hands, but the fingernails are they're short, not wearing any kind of polish or anything. They could be either a very long-fingered man or it could be a woman. You couldn't be sure.
All right, well, I'll take whatever I can take for a screenshot, send that again, and say what. Be on the lookout for this person.
Mm-hmm.
They have. I'll just explain the situation briefly. So, okay. I think I've got everything.
Right. Gold Siren, you have finished your spiel. You really don't have a product to sell the guy, so you're at the point where you've sold him on the idea, but you don't actually have a product to sell him. So the conversation is kind of like he's waiting for you to make the ask, right? So whenever you're negotiating, there's the ask. He's waiting for the ask. But you don't have an ask because you don't have a product. So the conversation's kind of stalled at this point, and he's like, "Oh, you have me you're intrigued. My daughter, questionable tastes in music, but she's with it. She's a very intelligent girl. She listens to your music. I'm willing to. Your product is."
So in places like this, you want to make sure you have the right music for the right area. So if it's possible, before I send you some test tracks, I'd like to get an idea of where you have the speaker set up and any electromagnetic interference I have to worry about.
Well, he kind of looks over how you're dressed. He's like, yes, we have guests here right now. If you do not mind, yes, you are size 7, I believe. He goes to a locker, pulls out like waiter's uniform. Here, if you would be so kind as to put this on, and your bodyguard, if he wishes to follow you, also, you look like size big. Size very big.
Big.
Not that big.
Could do nothing about your shoes, I'm afraid.
They're all
have
the
a
fashion.
cheerful continent, so people only look at you from the waist up, and we'll be fine.
Like anybody here would go and look at me to begin with.
He pulls out size big for pinball as well. So you are dressed up as waiters. He leads you through a set of double doors into the area proper, and you see beautiful, just imported wood everywhere, glass and brass fittings. The dining experience in here. The ambiance is incredible. There's actually even a waterfall that runs through the center of the area into this like little koi pond. There are actually koi fish in there. Just an incredible kind of ambiance. And he's pointing out, like, yeah, we have, of course, we've got the natural sounds coming down from the waterfall there. He points out, speakers here and there. Okay.
While I was changing, I sent back a text to Marius, external cameras, ? And that's that message. And then I go about getting changed and escorting Siren some more.
Okay. Marius?
Oops, I forgot to check external cameras.
Yep, you do that now. They don't keep recordings on the external cameras. They're live. They actually have motion sensors. They've got infrared. They're all tuned basically to see the door in the alleyway outside of the fence area, but that's it. And it's not hooked up to any kind of recording device at all. It is hooked up to several alarms. Like if someone tried to break the door, there's alarms for that, or open the door without the proper key, there's alarms for that.
And it's all just open. There's no security or anything. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'll disable
The
alarms.
system is open. Yeah, there's no security in the system at all. It's completely internal. It's not connected outside of this building, so they felt no need.
I'll disable the alarms.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that easily
On
enough.
all the
Turn off the
doors.
alarms.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just come back later.
Yep.
Mhm.
Why not? Disable the alarms.
Is there anything else you want to do in their system while you're there, Marius?
Just capture like what was ordered, and
Okay.
I want to see if what was ordered matches any previous orders, and the dates and times.
Oh yeah, they basically just ordered that day's lunch special.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
But he's
Judy
not
Roster.
A bottle of very
She
nice
was
wine
working-
as well.
so
Total
he's
bill
not a
was almost
regular.
5,000 ED.
Peasant change, right?
Well, and
Wow.
apparently by the video, they didn't eat anything more than the appetizers. At least Khan didn't before he ran out of the video frame.
Does the video frame show like food rising up in the air and being eaten by an invisible entity? Nope.
No,
nothing.
it's like they did this very well. Like there's just no camera angle on that side of the table at all.
Did they
But
like
Khan is
sign?
obviously interacting with
Yeah.
someone.
Did they sign their work? Because I got to take a class from these people. This is really good. I'm really impressed with this. So we'll worry about that after we deliver her back to all of that.
Pinball and
Get a
Gold
copy
Siren.
of the-
Go ahead. Sorry.
As I say, note to Marius, get a copy of the duty roster and also monitor the current cameras to see if any of the current waiters have the long fingers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So they have a badge system for clocking in and out. So you're able to get the employee, employee information connected to the badges. You get that information. Okay. So Gold Siren and Pinball, as you are being kind of led around, as Maurice is kind of showing you what zones are in here, because they do have it set up for like the area that the people tend to migrate to that spend the most money have a different kind of music that's piped into that corner than the ones over here that always come in for like the least expensive things on the menu, because we want them out the fastest. So the music that's piped in over there just kind of makes you hurry a little faster while you're eating and not want to stay there as long. And he's explaining this to you. It's like, yeah, we got the complete package for this. We even have music here that soothes the digestion, so these people are more likely to buy the desserts. It's going through the whole thing. It's actually a really interesting setup. But as you're going through, and there's waiters just passing back and forth around you, Gold Siren and Pinball, go ahead and make me. Let's see, what is like the observation talent or skill in this? Is it observation? I am blanking off the top of my head. Awareness.
Perception?
Crap.
Yeah,
There's
perception.
perception and human perception.
Yep. Both of you just make me perception checks.
I'm going to guess this is not a particular threat, security, or otherwise.
It's not a threat, no.
So disregard any +4 that might show up.
Okay.
16.
216.
16.
There is It's fast paced. It's very fast paced because they bring the food out, just so fast because it's best eaten at a certain temperature. So the wait staff are just flying by you. Here and there, because you are also wait staff, they'd certainly not do this to customers. You are bumped and jostled here and there as the wait staff is flying past you. It's not like full on collisions, but just a brush here and there. Pinball with the 20. That's good.
That's only if it's a threat. Otherwise, it's a 16.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not a threat. So you don't catch who does it, but after one of these passes where you're brushed up against or jostled just a little bit, you find that there's a little bit of more of a heaviness to the coat that you're wearing. This is the borrowed waiter's kind of coat. It's like someone just slipped something into one of your pockets.
Not a grenade. Not a grenade. Not a grenade. Not a grenade.
I feel the presence. It's fast paced, but I keep a good situational awareness on my personal safety. I'm going to at least catch the back of this person's head.
Yeah, but the problem is there's so many of them buzzing around to and fro that you really don't know which one did it. So what this was is a versus check. I pre-rolled to see what you would have to hit to see the exact person. So all you noticed is that somebody that brushed up against you put something in your pocket.
Quick feel, is it a agent?
Yes.
Okay. I go to Gold Siren. We are leaving now. And I start ushering Gold Siren out.
I will excuse myself, explain I have another meeting I have to get to real fast. Thank you so much for your time. I will be sending files to you shortly.
Okay.
And returning these.
All right. Yeah.
I get out my own agent and I go, Marius, check the last 2 minutes of video. See who brushed up against me.
Marius, you spot it. It's a woman. Hair is tightly bound up in a hairnet. And she's kind of wearing one of these kind of French beret sort of things. That's kind of like everybody apparently is allowed a little bit of flash of some sort, and that's what she's chosen, is this little beret hat. It looks much like the rest of the staff that you ever picked out. You are able to actually get, because the cameras scan identifications for the employees. So you've got her employee number that the camera absolutely picks up. But as you're going out, Gold Siren, you're out just fine. Pinball, so you've passed through the door going outside. Pinball, as you're coming through, one of the guys at the door kind of touches the side of his head like this, and both of them put their hand out to stop you, Pinball. And Marius is quickly coming up behind you with a couple more guys cut of the same sort of cloth as these
Spartan
two up front.
kick. They trying to stop me?
Sorry, so are you doing something? So Marius is kind of running up kind of that fast walk that you do when you're trying to hurry but not disturb people around you.
Most awkward walk in the world, yes.
Marius, from the kitchen, you're kind of peering out just as you got the information that Pinball wants, but you see this is going on. The woman who slipped the phone into Pinball's suit is walking very fast behind the maitre d', talking to him.
Oh, okay.
So Pinball, you don't have a chance to alert Pinball. So Pinball, are you going to see what's going to happen, or are you acting? Yeah, Gold Siren, you have actually stepped 1 foot outside the door, and you're about to say something to Pinball, and you look around, and he's back at the atrium with the two guards kind of stopped him.
Trying to stop him as I, Spartan kick the closest one.
Okay, yes, so roll initiative.
All right, initiative. At which point I redistribute my combat awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that real quick because it requires me to. Spell weakness.
Oh, and while you're doing that, I need to pull something out of the somewhat useful book on here on the Roll20. We are using the actual Cyberpunk RED expansion for Roll20, so there's lots of cool stuff in here. And what I'm looking for is the pre-generated characters because I need me. They don't have a general thug. We'll just choose.
Okay.
This guy looks good.
And put this to, close. There we go. To chat, that's what it's become. Precision attack bonus and initiative reaction bonus. Got a
17. Well, you're definitely going first. So there's two guys here, and you want to kick one of them?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I remember correctly, you can make 2 melee attacks.
You can.
So I might
one on
possibly
each?
kick both of them.
Yeah. So they don't they're not holding you. Like they don't have a hold of you. They just put a hand out to.
They put a hand.
No. I get it. I'm just telling you for inference of like they don't have you grappled. They just stopped you and then you kick out.
They tried to stop me. Let's see what actually happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's my brawl? It's under fighting. There we go. Brawl. First one. 21.
Oof. Yeah.
Should I just
and
go ahead
versus
and
they're brawling?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Give me a second.
Evasion if they have it technically.
Yeah,
Evasion.
athletic.
Yeah. Let me get their sheet.
And you want me to go ahead and roll against the other guy?
Yeah, go ahead and do the other one while I'm getting their sheet set up here.
20.
Wow. There it is. Okay. Here, the sheet. I'm still getting used to the sheets here, so give me a second. All right, so the skills are at the top on this sheet, right? Yes. So if they don't have evasion, I can roll their fighting, right?
No. You roll their evasion.
I roll their evasion. Okay. What does that default to?
It's their dex.
Their dex. Okay, dex. All right. Why can't I roll it? Cannot roll it. It won't let me roll it. Fine. Probably because I'm using the player screen. Yeah. That would be it. Okay. Sorry.
If you want to just tell us what the value is, one of us can roll it like a D10 plus.
Well, I want to figure out how to use this too, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just roll it this way. Yeah, it's +5. So no. How much damage do you do to that first guy?
I believe they're 2d6. I think it's strength based, but I'm not finding the chart at the moment.
Yeah. It's based off the body, yeah.
What is 8? 2d6 or 3d6? Should be 2d6. Firefight. Here we go.
Okay, so what are you again? What's your body?
8.
8 is 3d6.
Oh,
Sweet.
go cyber. 3d6.
Do you have a cyber arm?
No, I got muscle and bone lace, which brought it up to 8.
Okay. Yeah.
My body was originally 6.
Yep.
Ooh.
Having a cyber
Oh,
arm has a
unique
minimum amount of damage that it does. So I had to
As
check.
well, yes.
All right.
Let's see.
Go ahead and roll your damage on the first guy.
I'm going to use just this roller here. 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. No crit in
How
there.
much
Go
to
ahead
push
and
him
roll your
through the
damage.
wall?
Yep. Go ahead and do your damage on the next guy.
14.
No crit in there either. But I would safely say that you have done enough damage to both of them that they drop down. You kick them in the legs or shins, perhaps. with a quick kick to one side and reverse and kick the other side, and they both drop to the ground. As you do what?
Keep walking past.
Keep walking past. Okay, so from behind you, you hear Maurice dialing CT Night City Police Department.
And out the door I go.
Yep. Okay.
They don't got no cameras.
They do have cameras.
No, they don't. There is.
No,
Not-
Marius turned off the back cameras.
Oh, I just turned off the alarm systems.
Yeah, the alarm system. Sorry, not the cameras, because otherwise he could not have figured out who put the cell phone in your pocket, or the agent in your pocket. All right, so Marius, this is a great time to extract yourself, perhaps, as everyone is wondering what's going on. The general public is becoming quite annoyed that some kind of situation is happening at the front.
I'm going to quickly grab my clothing
Mm-hmm.
because I'm in the outfit, and if anyone stops me and asks, I say, I'm going for a break. I'm going to go have a smoke.
Okay.
And I'm just going to
You
run.
rolled well enough on your stealth roll that you're just anonymous peon in the background, so no one says anything.
I expect them to send me my paycheck then. While I was in there, I just entered my SIN and had set myself up for automatic deposit. Yeah. I'll go out the back door so as not to, because I turn off the alarm.
You turned off the alarms. Exactly.
And I'll not step on Sebastian if I see him.
Yeah, who looks up at you? Sebastian is just in high heaven. It's like they're throwing out some of the best food in these trash cans.
Should I leave Sebastian? I'll quickly Elena, you have a comm, right? Like a voice comm?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you up.
Yeah.
I see Sebastian. You want me to bring him?
Well, you should have come back already. Oh, yes, bring him back.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get... Come on, buddy. Come on.
If a rat could hiss at you in annoyance, it does, and it quickly grabs something as you're pulling it away.
I'll let him bring the little bit of lettuce that he's got.
No, it's avocado toast. The avocado got a little brown, so they had to throw it away. He's like, ah!
Oh, look what's happened. He's got the taste for the good stuff now, Elena.
I'll have to come back here later.
Okay. Pinball and Siren, you're on the street. Maurice is coming out of the back end, so Elena, you see him coming out of the back, but you guys actually do hear, they have a quick response in this part of the city. You hear sirens coming this way. Maurice has come out to street level, and he's looking around trying to find Siren and Pinball. Where did you go as soon as you got outside?
So as I kick down these two jamokes, I pull out my phone, and actually I have my earpiece, so I'm like, Elena, time for extraction.
All right.
Okay. I'm not leaving without Sebastian though, so yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Marius and Sebastian come out. Elena, you can bring the van around. We'll say this is just slightly prior to Pinball calling.
I look around real quick for other exterior cameras for other businesses.
Yes, there are some.
Marius, ready to break into another place? Marius, where is Marius? Marius, do you read me?
Just a little busy right now trying to contain a rat who's angry at me for taking him away from his avocado toast.
Bring the toast with him.
Well, then I have to go back and get it.
Just get here and tell me you successfully deleted that video footage. No? Oh.
Yes, I successfully deleted video footage.
Marius, you are a terrible liar. Why do you lie to me? Why is it only me you lie to? Lie to everyone else but me.
Well, you told me to tell you that. You said, Marius, tell me you deleted the video footage. So I said, I deleted the video footage.
I'm going to have to teach you about social cues.
Fine, but can we do it another time?
Yes, we can do it in the Elena Drive.
right, so I'm going to put Sebastian down in his. I assume he's got a special seat in the dash
Yep.
or something like
Sits
that.
on my, Paul
I'm
sort of sits on my
assuming,
shoulder.
Jameis, that
Sure.
Elena doesn't have a properly registered vehicle.
Well, this is the van that we got from the family that died at the night market.
Oh, right. Yeah. So nobody bothered to backtrack to change the history of that vehicle. So it'll just say it belongs to them. Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys just, you drive away at the expected speed limit as NCPD pulls up outside of the restaurant, not following you because they don't know what's going on just yet. And they go in and they're having a very heated conversation outside of the restaurant. In the rear view mirrors, you see Maurice kind of pointing down the road. You're already in traffic at this point. Okay.
I want to tell everyone
What do
how
you guys do?
the karate classes have paid off. I'm like a ninja. I slipped in. No one noticed me doing anything. I'm in my element.
Oh, very proud. And I pull out a agent. I seem to have someone's, agent.
Yeah, and it's a nice one too. It's a really nice one.
So I'll quickly share the video and of that being stolen and the video of it being put in his pocket.
Is it the same agent? Or at least look like the same agent?
Oh no, not at all. No, this is not the agent that was stolen from Khan.
Oh, I assumed it was. Okay.
And a clear picture of this beret girl. Is it Nancy, and do I have to kill her?
It is not Nancy. It is a young 20-ish something, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, one might say university aged, which is, of course, that's who this place would probably hire, given their clientele.
I look at the agent and I'm like, maybe this is worth something.
It's really nice. Really nice.
Yes, but it has all agents are connected to like financials and such. Marius, see if you can get anything off this before they brick it.
Oh, sure. I'll jack into it.
Yep. It's still active. You'll have to get through the password. So that's one of your net actions to get through a gate or a password.
Yeah. Backdoor checks.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do a worm. It increases my backdoor check by 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Ooh. I'm not feeling lucky, boys.
What's your total?
11.
11. That's enough, actually.
Ooh.
Woo! Because
Net
running does not use stats, therefore it has lower difficulties.
So you get in. First thing you notice is that this is probably the agent for some top level secretary, you're thinking, because the first thing that pops up is business itinerary. Person is keeping track of 5 top level executives.
When you say secretary, do you mean like Secretary of State kind of secretary?
No, probably a very high position
secretary?
secretary in a business,
okay.
Not a receptionist, like a personal secretary,
executive assistant,
secretary.
executive assistant, even.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Assistant to the executive, got it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So you're playing around with it a little bit, and you do find the branding. The cell phone background is actually the logo of Ziggurat Entertainment. So yeah.
Okay. Can I turn off because it's broadcasting, right? And it's got a location. I want to turn that off.
Okay.
Or disable it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Do you want me to roll for that? Do I need to roll for that?
No, you're in. I mean, this
Okay.
is despite how nice this unit is, this is not like a hacker's unit. It's just a very plus model, right? So the controls are very, there it is. Turn off the tracking, turn off the connection.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that so that we're safe and secure.
Mhm.
All right.
So, Maurice, get what information off of that you can. Schedules for executives do sometimes can net us some money. But it's probably just a plan to try to incriminate us. This person is involved, as I point out the blonde in the beret. So she is now on my hit list. She will unfortunately have to die. Unless
So
she
Marius, you did pull down employee records, so you're able to match her employee number to her hiring file, basically. So you have her
Okay.
name, you have her address, account information for paycheck deposits. She lives in the dorm in the university.
I wonder if she knows where does Elena live? Is it in dorm or does she live with Ollivander?
No, she lives in the dorm.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't kill her yet, Pinball. She might have information about Elena.
fine. Has she worked at that restaurant long?
I'll pull that up. What's her? When was her start?
No. Oh, she's only been there a few weeks, but in those few weeks, they have basically a merit to demerit system, of course. So everything you do well, you earn merits. For every infraction you have, including not having correct pleats or ironing lines on your uniform, will earn you a demerit. In the few weeks that she's been there, she has maxed out on her merit system. She's doing very well as an employee. There are notes from the whoever is in HR that this is somebody to flag for a possible promotion in the near future.
Marius. Marius is also HR. It's a restaurant. Unless they're a chain, they don't have an HR department.
I'm HR now, bitches.
Give her some demerits.
Well,
he's no
it's
longer
not
connected to their system.
Yeah, I can do that, but it's only going to be in my copy. So unless I can upload that back into their network, and I guess since I turned off the alarms, we could do that, but I don't think it's worth the risk at this point in time. Why don't we just go visit her at the university?
Because she's at the restaurant.
She's got to go home sometime.
Yeah, there you go.
Do we have a trace on our next step to where Elena's being held?
Negative,
No,
because there was no external cameras. So, unless we want to loop back into another business that does have external cameras that does record, which apparently is not a thing, even though recording is so cheap these days.
It's just this place that doesn't record outside.
I know.
See, recording is one of those things where if you do it, then the police ask for them and it causes a ruckus, and the people that own them might sue you because of inadvertent. So it's just best not to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to go to the campus, get some pizza, stake out her place, see what's going on.
Can you see if she has one of those FaceTube pages?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just a social media bitch. I'll do that too.
Right. So give me a conversation roll. Again, looking through her last posts.
I will do the looking if you feel not up to it.
I'm not really good at this reading between the lines thing, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
And I got
Elena,
13.
give me a perception check.
Did I roll? Conversation.
13. So reading through her post, they are so bland and generic. They never reference anything specific, just like had a fun night. And you're also noticing that the entries are made within a minute of the same time nearly every day. You kind of get the feeling that this is like a very generic profile that's just been set up.
Okay.
I mean, it has a history. It has a history going back several years, but you can pull up the oldest posts. And they're all so bland and generic.
Okay. Could be a bot just sending this stuff out at a regular time. It could be the most
Elena.
boring person in the world.
You're lucky I noticed the car in front. Okay.
Everything is fine.
NCPD is several car links behind you. They don't have their lights on, but by the way that they're driving, you can tell they're kind of cruising and looking through traffic. They might have had a description of your van. They might not have.
I got perception of 0 there, Bert. I don't notice nothing.
No, it's like this part of it is blatantly obvious. Whether or not they know it's you they're looking for, you don't know.
Okay. We got a place to go because
the campus at the moment.
Do you want to take NCPD there?
NCPD. I turned to look.
Yeah, they don't have their lights on. They're just kind of in traffic, kind of slowly moving through. You can see that they're in the cars. The one guy is driving, of course, and watching the road, but the other guy is out with like a scanner. He's kind of like scanning the traffic.
Okay, Elena, you're going to have to pull some fancy moves to lose this guy. Drive casual, but when you see one of those automated delivery trucks, the big ones with the cargo, try to just go to the other side and casually pull back while the cops pass it. They have to maintain a regulated speed, therefore the cops will always pass it. You just got to use it as blind cover.
If you want to make some kind of tricky maneuver to get yourself even more concealed in traffic, you can make me a roll for that.
Yep. Okay, sure. Pull
a Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
Control.
Driving check.
Pilot, drive land vehicle. There we go. 19.
Good. Yeah. Perfect. You don't even have to accelerate. You just look for that perfect break in traffic where you're able to get alongside of, probably it's a trash collector. And then you drive just right alongside. It's like it's a blind side until the officer just passes by the scanning, and then you kind of drift back over so that you're several cars behind the officer now. Nice. Nicely done.
Excellent. Perfect. Knew you could do it.
Yep. One of us is competent.
Oh, don't say that.
Which I mean, Pinball, because he managed to kick those two guys down without even with one key. That's pretty damn impressive.
Without breaking stride, even.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to head for the university. Is that the idea?
So they said.
Okay. Well, you get on campus. Night City University is kind of a sprawling. They don't have very tall buildings, but they've got a lot of smaller ones. You are able to find the dorm easily enough, as is most universities. There's very little parking anywhere. You got to park way out and walk for most things.
So, we do actually have Elena's full name, Ollivander's actual name. What is she happen by chance to be roommates with this other person?
No.
Okay. So
at least her Facebook post. Her Facebook post actually, Marius can probably fill you in. A couple of months ago, her roommate dropped out, and they hadn't filled the room. So she's been talking about, oh, it's great to have a room to myself, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not they're not roommates.
Touch it's very nice.
Is it the same building? Are they in the same room or same dorm?
They're not even in the same building. No, different dormitories.
Dormitories.
Okay. We need to. So, plan of action, guys. Who first? Elena or Beret Girl? Who may be
Well-
another Nancy.
Beret Girl isn't off work yet, right? Like we raced here right after. So she's still. So unless you want to toss the place before she gets there, now would be a good time.
We could do the splitting up of the thing.
Since we're at the campus, can you check the directory and see if you can find where that person that Elena was seeing is, if they're on here somewhere?
Kobe Khan?
Kodai Khan.
Kodai Khan?
Kodai.
Oh,
Kubla Khan. I don't remember his name.
Kubla Khan.
Kubla Khan.
Kodai.
Yes, I really did the Khan joking. There's Khan around. Khan!
The university does have like a university-wide net of just very basic information. You got the feeling to get any specific information, you're going to have to go to a library or somewhere where you can connect to their actual databases. But in the general information that's available going through, you do find Kodai's name come up. He is a teaching assistant to the linguistics department. He does not live on campus.
Perhaps we should have gone there first.
Do TAs have their own offices?
Yes.
Who's within a smash grab?
Oh, so we want to go over there, have a look, see what's there?
There's 3 locations we need to check here. Yes. First.
Well, there's no reason to think Elena's going to be in her room because she was likely taken from the restaurant afterwards or something. So
the only possible thing we can find the only possible information we likely find at Elena's is some concrete link to this Kodai Khan, which we may need. Kodai Khan, I don't know what he would keep in his office that we would want. Maybe also evidence that links him to Elena.
Possibly himself at the moment, if we want to say what the hell happened and why did you leave Elena. And
this is also possibly true.
Why are you here and he's trying to blackmail you?
Yes, possibly. And Elena, what is the Bray girl's name? We got at least her work alias, right?
You did. You got her full name and address on there. But as you're thinking to ask this, Pinball, your agent goes off, and Ollivander has forwarded you some texts that have come through from his daughter.
Okay, and
they're all very short. They're all about 10, 15 minutes apart, and they started maybe half an hour ago.
And what do they say?
Excuse me, 5 to 10 minutes apart. The first one just says, "I'm terrified." The next one is, "I'm so miserable." The third one is, "I'm in pain."
She's probably in the library and bored.
We know that is not true.
We don't know that's not true. We just assume it's not true.
We will have to check the library. You are correct. Eliminate all possibilities.
This world that we're in, but we can't trace headers and stuff for messages.
You really can't. The nature of how the networks work.
Just making sure we're not missing an obvious trick. Okay.
Yep. Because you need a global or at least a citywide network for that to work, and there is no thing.
Well, it still has to go. The agent has to contact the local one, which contacts some other local one, contacts some other local one. So you can find the ping trace route.
Now, Bray girl's name.
Bray's girl name, Samantha Strong.
That sounds like an alias. All right, Sammy.
Samantha Strong. Are we in a comic universe where everyone has the same initials?
Yes, it's very alliterative. Question to you all. Do we want to wrap up for the night because it's getting kind of late?
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes. So if you want to just go over what you want to do, that's fine.
Okay. So go to the Samantha Strong place and lay in wait for her to return. Hopefully.
Go to the TA office, because if he's there, if he's there right now, then that's information we can get right now, rather than waiting for someone to turn up after work.
Yes, he is the last person.
And we're here at the campus. His office is over there, just over there.
Yep.
We just take one step this way, we'll be there.
All right.
So do you want to do that? You want to go check on the TA?
Yeah, we'll go check
Okay.
the TA.
So you go over to the linguistics department, the TA's room. You see, Marius and those that have looked at the video coverage that Marius have gotten, you notice that he is there. He looks like he's going through and grading papers on screens, going through. Very handsome man, dark skin, black hair, very well put together. He turns to you guys, like before he even turns, he says, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't have any hours today." It's like, "Oh, you're not students." And
Pinball,
waits.
get him.
We are not students. We are help hired by a concerned parent.
Oh, geez. Look, if you just need to find out if the kid's still enrolled or not, I mean, just
Oh, yes, that
log
would be
in.
very wonderful, because where is Elena?
Elena.
Okay, is that really how you want to do it? Because I am a very violent man when I need to be.
Make me an intimidation check.
That
Okay.
is... Okay.
Can you fail that?
Let's see, where is that underneath? Performance, social, there we go. Social. Interrogation, dream. I think Cyberpunk only has persuasion.
I could have sworn there's intimidation. At least the module asks for an intimidation roll.
Not seeing even in the schools that we haven't got listed immediately.
Okay, well, that's
Really?
fine. Could be a misprint module. I would not doubt it.
I mean, it's
so
what
either
I'm
persuasion
doing,
or
but-
interrogation. Interrogation actually would work fine.
Okay,
this.
a little bit better at that. Since it's the last of the day.
I'm kind of mishmashing 3 different modules together to kind of fit what we've done before.
Sure.
Just so you know.
Let's see. Let's throw in all my luck on this. This is going to be a +6 roll on top of whatever.
Yeah, okay. Even so.
All right.
18.
So when you say I'm a very violent man, he kind of puts his hands very carefully down on the desk and says, "Look, I don't know what you're after, but I personally know 4 different Elenas. You're going to have to be more specific."
Wow.
Oh, wow! Really? Now I understand you're talking about the various Elenas in your class, but the one through context clues that
So
you are
Gold
dating
Siren
and so early.
Gold Siren shows the picture. It's like, "Oh yeah, I know her. We went on a date." What about her?
Marius, I am
Again,
starting
he's
to lose
being
my
very
temper on
careful. He's got his hands out so that you can see them, and he's taking just this very kind of rigid posture. He's answering your questions, but he's looking a little wary. So go ahead. Sorry.
Can I interject? I'd like to grab my dental tools out of my bag. Right. So I've got like the pliers.
There's no need for any of this. Okay, so apparently this Elena that you're asking for is connected. I mean, I'll be glad to help you any way I can. The girl that we went on one date
with was it 3 hours
and
ago?
it ended early. Someone stole my agent, and I had to get out of there because it had very important papers on it. We didn't even finish the date. I haven't seen her since.
See, that's the thing. No one has seen her since because she was immediately abducted.
She was where I left her sitting. You can check with the restaurant.
We did. The video has been scrubbed. You are very suspicious right now.
Given your connections to a major media platform, the fact that the media has been scrubbed is incriminating in your direction. Yes.
Okay, I can see that, but I'm about as dumb as you can get with technology. That's more my dad's thing. I don't know what you guys want here. I left her in the restaurant. Haven't seen her since. Look, she was a charming lady, a little young for me, but she had some really interesting stories. I take it her father is something of a character. Is that how you're connected?
How I'm connected is that I am looking for her, and you are being not entirely helpful.
I don't know how I could be more helpful. I don't know anything about her. This was our first date. I left quickly. Have you checked with her roommate? Does she live here in the dorms? I can get you the address. Again, his hands are just they're starting to shake a little, but they're just very out. I mean, you guys are coming down a little hard. I mean, you pulled out dental tools.
But I just wanted to give him a cleaning, that's all. He took it the wrong way.
We know where she lives. She doesn't have a roommate, and you are her last known contact.
I don't know
Why
what to tell
would
you.
somebody want your phone?
Well, do you realize where you are? You're in a university. I grade papers. I keep the schedule for several professors here.
It's linguistics. It's like, come on.
Do you understand the combination of linguistics and programming? I mean, obviously you're not anyone that's into tech yourself, so
clearly I understand everything.
You know, I do know how. Asking questions. I do know how to pull a trigger that causes a chain reaction of chemical compounds that fires a bullet through a rifled barrel into people's skulls.
Right,
you know, for those people that's
he's like shaking from all of this, but he's like, I can't tell you what I don't know. Everybody make me perception checks.
Pinball. I don't think he's got enough.
I've left. I've walked out. I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, good. Marius, just put the sharp, pointy objects away.
Oh, all right.
You asked
my friend
for.
I just want to whisper to Pinball, just pretend that's Nancy. Feel free to pull the trigger. I don't like his smarmy attitude.
What is on your phone that would be cause for someone to be abducted?
Term papers, final grades. Marius and Pinball. He's showing you of his hands. You now realize was something of a distraction as you see that his right foot is just now kind of lifting up on an alarm that was on the floor.
Thought so.
Shoot him, Pinball.
No.
So, apparently, you do want to be getting the first-hand experience of what it is like to be abducted, and your father to be very worried about it.
Very good idea. We'll shoot him after.
Oh no.
So I bag his head and I put restraints on his hands.
Okay.
We're in the middle of school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Then
so
I leave him
that's
like
what
that.
you guys are doing. As Elena is walking down the hallway, quickly walking away from the escalating, there are, university law enforcement coming down the hall. One of them tips his hat at you, gives you a little smile, Elena, as you walk away. And we will end the episode there with you having put a bag over the very wealthy, the son of a very wealthy, powerful man, just bagged his head, zip tying his hands as the campus security is heading for that room. That is a great place to end it.
You're welcome.
I wish I didn't come with you guys.
So, our campus security, is it like campus security at
everywhere in the world? They're useless. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Where all they do is give you parking tickets, right?
All right. Jameis, you got anything you want to plug?
I haven't been doing too much on my blog lately, but I will say if Richard ever gets around to having his Power Weekend, and he'll be streaming at some point. So go watch him.
Limited time
Richard was out
offer.
tonight
Ellen.
because they had a big
Yeah,
power outage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good stuff at all. Kelly, you got anything you want to plug?
I got nothing. Thank you.
You got nothing. Okay, that sounds
Boring.
good. Stephen, I know that you are an internet black hole and likes to not put anything out there. How about yourself, Michael? You got anything you want to plug today?
Nope, nothing today.
All right. In which case, I will plug something myself. Folks, if you haven't seen it already, there is a Kickstarter that is about a week old at this point. We have funded. It is for Dicey Tales version 2. If you like pulp role-playing, it's a beautiful, full color, both as PDF, hardback, or softback, your choice. It is done. There won't be really any waiting for this. As soon as the Kickstarter is completed and funds are delivered, we will send out the PDFs. We'll give you guys just a little bit of time to look over the PDFs to see if you catch any errors that got by us, and then goes directly to drive-through for the print-on-demand option, either a hardback or a softback. We do have some stretch goals that we haven't quite met yet. So please, if you have time, if you have the inclination, you like pulp, check out the Kickstarter. Otherwise, just going to say goodbye. Have a good night, everybody.
Well,